Hello and welcome back. This is the Persian Satrapies program 2024, and this is the force from Caria, ancient Caria. So that's in the Anatolia, southwest of Anatolia, and just to the south of Lydia, and just to the west of Caria. So sandwiched in there. Who were the Carians? Well, a little bit unclear. The indigenous people there were probably ones who were previously known as the Luwians by the Hittites from way back in the Bronze Age. There was a lot of Greek settlement along the coast there, as there was further to the west in the Ionian coastline. And they were predominantly Dorian Greeks, as related to most of those on the Peloponnese, such as the Spartans. And certainly the city of Halicarnassus, which was their capital city, was settled by Greeks. If you have ever heard of the Carians, it's probably because of a few famous characters who came from there. So first one being Artemisia. She was a warrior queen, a queen of Halicarnassus, and famous in the Greco-Persian wars. She was also a naval leader and an advisor to Xerxes, and reportedly fought very valiantly at the Battle of Salamis. Various descriptions of how she perhaps changed sides right at the end when they were losing, put up a Greek flag and managed to escape, and that perhaps Xerxes was a bit ignorant of that and praised her and belittled some of his male naval commanders, comparing them to her in a less favourable light. At any rate, she was a great character, and I've sort of kit-bashed her out of a few different parts. Next famous person would be Mausolus. So he died in 353 BC. And you may have heard of the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, one of the 7 ancient wonders of the world. And the word mausoleum comes from his name, Mausolus. So he's left not only an ancient wonder, but a long-standing link into the English language even. And then we shouldn't forget Herodotus, the famous ancient historian, the father of ancient history in many ways. He was born in Halicarnassus and did some wanderings around much of the ancient world after his family got in a bit of trouble with the ruling dynasty at the time. If you've never heard of the ancient Carians, it's probably because their main claim to fame was the capacity to back the wrong horse. They seemed experts in choosing the losing side. So in the Ionian revolt originally, which was most of the Ionian Greeks further to their west, they sided with those Ionians, and that was put down by the Persians. Then in the follow-up Greco-Persian wars, they remained loyal to Persia. They thought they'd learned their lesson, and they would stick with the massive Achaemenid Persian Empire as they are here, fighting against the Greeks, and they lost there as well, unfortunately, at Battle of Plataea, and the Battle of Salamis, the naval battle as described before. Following that, they joined the Delian League. That was basically the Empire of Athens, who after some time came into conflict with the Peloponnesian League, dominated by Sparta, and that led to the Peloponnesian War. And you guessed it, they were on the Athenian side, so they lost again. At that point, they thought they'd just stick with the Achaemenid Persians, not dally in any Greek affairs, and be loyal to them. But unfortunately, soon after, Alexander the Great started his rampaging across the Greece and Thrace and then into Anatolia, and he didn't like the fact there was this city that had quite a powerful naval base there. Thought it had to be brought over to his side, really. He didn't want to continue further east and have that behind him, so he demanded they come over and they surrender to him, but they decided, nope, we'll stick loyal to the Persians, and after a very long and grueling siege, which was quite hard on the Macedonians as well as the Halicarnassus people, they lost again. So Macedon and Alexander conquered and largely destroyed, or certainly very badly damaged, Halicarnassus, and became rulers of Caria. So I think that's probably why they're not more widely known and renowned, because of that. The fact they were very bad in choosing their allies. So there you have it. So just turning to the figures again, I said Artemisia is kit bashed from a few bits. These other guys are almost exclusively the new WIP metal miniatures, beautiful figures which I've shown before and I very much enjoy doing. The only one who's changed a bit is this guy with the banner. So he didn't have that banner, and I've changed his head over just to give one guy who's helmetless. There you go. That's all I can say about Caria. Pretty cool ancient culture. Pity they never backed the winning team. And next up, I think I will delve further south into North Africa, so probably Egypt, and then from there heading even further down into Sudan, so kingdoms of Nubia and Kush, and maybe even Ethiopia. So as usual, stick around, subscribe, like, and bell button, and comment. Plenty of comments would be good. And I will catch you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.